ladies and gents and the rest. So some bugs were fixed, and we pretty much have finally something that you can call meta for this week. I didn't show you anything on Friday, so today I'm going to show you two decks. And before we start, the Orgrim Doomhammer, this concept from the previous week still works really well. When I say concept, I mean Orgrim with diplomacy talent. Whelps, Prowler, and Execute works really well. These three units, you can experiment with them. Some people use Banshee instead of Witch Doctor. Some people use Banshee instead of Bandits. And there is a lot of things to work with. What I'm saying is, if you like Doomhammer, watch my previous week's video and you will find a couple of examples how to play this deck. Okay, but for today, number one deck is Jaina with 3 spells. Basically, you've seen it a million times. Jaina with clear casting. It's the only talent that we need. Blizzard with the roots. Bandits to cycle. Deep Breath with doesn't matter what it is as long as you don't take the double deep breath. Even you can go talentless if you want. Execute with reduced gold cost. Technically, you can use anything, but I use that. It's better to be able to afford it, even though I know we have gold rush. This guy, obviously, you throw him to take gold chests in the middle of Alterac Valley. You throw him right in front of your core, so the core kills everything because he gives you double HP pool, and we use obviously unstable core. You get pretty much 6 seconds of stun, right? And the shamans are only for one purpose: to heal the core during overtime. Or sometimes, in the very rare cases, you heal towers. But because we have collateral damage, towers, sometimes it's actually bad for business to heal towers, because you can take towers back with one spell, unlike your opponents. All right? Because you're Jaina, alpha female. Number 2 after Sylvanas, right? Okay. Basically, the way it works is you are able to shit on enemies without even having any real units, because you have spells. And at the end, like Jaina is pretty much a queen of this meta, right? One guy from my chat said actually a very smart thing, that Jaina Jaina kills Doomhammer, Doomhammer kills Sylvanas, Sylvanas kills Malfurion, Malfurion kills Jaina. This is kind of how it goes if the opponents are equal to each other. But if it doesn't work this way, that probably means that the opponent made a mistake, or maybe he's actually a little worse than you are. But that's no big deal. I mean, if you lose to somebody with this deck, don't stress out. It's okay. It's fine. Now let me show you I'm going to show you how to play this deck, and I'm going to show you how to counter this deck. Let's go. So, like I said, what we're doing here is our job is to kill as many things using as fewer spells as possible. We're throwing Harvest Golem like this and the bandits because we have nothing else to do. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are removing seeds and trying to kill Malfurion with level 11 Blizzard plus 3 levels from Jaina, right? So so he spawned Ancient of War. Here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to damage his core, damage Ancient of War, and kill his Malfurion, because his Malfurion was damaged by my Blizzard, and I don't want my Blizzard to be wasted, right? So here's what we're going to do. Pyoink. So we killed Malfurion. Now we just need to cast Execute on the Ancient of War, and it's not going to die because I'm an idiot, and it was fully healed. So we'll wait until he gets closer to the tower, and then we will cast Blizzard, and then we'll cast this thing. Yeah, shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. Then we cast Execute, and we take the tower, okay? He obviously has Banshee, and he will take my Harvest Golem, but we don't care, because, like I said, we have spells. We cast spells like that. Jaina is dead. We spawn a new Jaina, and we just, and everything dies pretty much, right? So he spawned a new Malfurion, but we don't care. We got the new Ancient of War, so we need Blizzard. We get Blizzard, Why we need Blizzard? Because when we cast Blizzard, we remove seeds from the core, right? That's why we need Blizzard. And then we just wait, and then we go, and I fucked it up. I execute was too far. That's why for those who don't know, when you redirected, when execute gets redirected and directed to to the enemy's Ancient of War, it loses bonus levels. So it was just a normal execute, which is pretty much waste, right? If it was buffed by Jaina, I would have killed that Ancient of War. So I see mistakes that I'm making, terrible. But this is technically the Jaina's map, because there's a lot of towers. You can just take towers with like one click, and you easily gain advantage. Okay, so we're trying to defend that tower, even though I know I'm going to lose it, but I'm trying to make him spawn more units on that tower, so I could kill it like with one Blizzard after that, right? So here's what we're doing. Pyong. We just keep ping-ponging with towers. He takes it back, we take it back. He takes it back, we take it back, because we have spells. We can damage his core. We can deal the extra damage to his core like that, exactly by doing that. Jaina is that. We need new Jaina, exactly. And then we go like this, Pyong. And it survived. So this is how you play, especially on Gadget Zan. This is, like I said, this is Jaina's map, especially with this gold rush, because you can just take towers. You wait until Ancient of War gets to the tower, and you kill Ancient of War in the tower easily, right? And that's how you play, pretty much. Anytime you need, you can heal your core, and like you heal your core only to heal the damage that collateral damage does. He has to heal his core on top of that, right? Okay, so I'm fucking it up again, and then I'm using, I used execute, didn't get the bonus gold from it because I didn't kill with execute, and Blizzard got redirected, so it was pretty bad too. See, again, it's just disgraceful performance, but it's still enough to win. I'm not trying to play ideally. As long as it works, I'm happy. Okay, and that's pretty much how you win, because you have super powerful spells. You pretty much have nothing to worry about on this map. And like I said, Malfurion was supposed to win, and he didn't win because, like I said, because this is Jaina's map. All right, our next game is going to be versus Sylvanas. It's Chrome Gun, extremely powerful motherfucker. Strong player, right? So here's what we're doing. We're doing the exact same thing. We try to take towers with Ancient of War. Look what he is doing. Like, he is really good at spawning Ancient of War on time. I'm throwing Jaina to do some damage. Up! And he spawns Ancient of War. So he's really good with timings. So I just wasted my deep breath completely. So yeah, your job to counter Jaina is to spawn Ancient of War as far as possible from your core and from towers. And while Ancient of War is going to the tower, you have to play your deck, okay? Because once it gets to the tower, I'm going to do some damage and try to not have anything around what's going to be killed. Like in this case, it's a tower and Ancient of War. So I don't hit extra targets with my spells, okay? So I'm doing normal thing pretty much. Boom, boom, boom. Take towers. Here he will take it back, I know. And then I'm doing this. For some reason, just wasted it. Yeah. Stunning the ones who are attacking my tower. And I will... Okay, I'm going to cast a spell again. I'm going to try to kill Ancient of War again, obviously, because this is the only pain in the ass that I have. And then I'll take the tower back without Jaina is dead, actually. Oh, no, Jaina is alive, don't worry. Okay, so here's what I did. I spawned the Shaman, and the Shaman didn't heal the core, because my Shaman was too far, okay? Yeah. Unfortunately, cannot cast spells until Ancient of War dies. Jaina is dead. Summoning new Jaina. And yeah. Trying to kill that Ancient of War, and again I wasted my heal on the Shaman on that on the tower. Didn't really need to. I just have to heal. You have to heal your core, nothing else. That's the only thing you use Shamans for in this fight. Okay. Again, trying to take what's mine, my towers back. And I'm not fast enough to explain what's happening on screen. Okay. So don't throw eggs at me, please. Yeah, we just wasted execute. Okay. So he spawned a new Ancient of War. See how many things I just wasted. So during that match, I probably don't, I can't see it now, but I wasted like 2 or 3 shamans and I didn't heal my core when I should have. And that's why that will cost me the game pretty much. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see. From this point, even though I'm not like losing a lot of, like, I still have, a lot of HP compared to him. He has a lot of HP too, sorry. But I had chances to win here. And yeah, now I'm trying to summon as many shamans as I can, but it's probably too late now. Yeah, it's just fucked it up. But my main fuck up was that I wasted a lot of spells, and the second fuck up is that I wasted a lot of shamans. So at some point we had kind of like the same amount of HP each, except he had I had less HP because I wasted shamans. Okay, so that's how you counter Jaina. You spawn Ancient of War in certain spots. I'll probably have to show them to you, but okay, I'll do it next time. I'll do it in a separate video, not in the PvP video. Anyway, that's Jaina. Let's take a look at Sylvanas. Very interesting deck and very interesting gameplay. Next deck is Sylvanas. You probably have already seen something like that, except I'm gonna maybe explain a couple of more things here. So basically what we're doing is Abomination skill backline, Sylvanas skills front line, and Shamans heal. They heal Abominations, they heal the core. But what we're using Banshee's Wail. So when Sylvanas dies, she stuns everything around, and then that allows Banshee to steal units with like 100% chance. Because everybody uses Abomination now, that talent is actually the best talent right now. So Banshee to steal big fat units like other Abominations, other Sylvanases, and stuff like that. Some people use Torrents with Doomhammer. Abomination with a stun talent. We're not using this thing because we don't care if we one-shot Huntresses or not. We're using Cannonball, and that Cannonball allows us to actually to stop big pushes. When you drop Abomination in front of your core, it stuns everything around for 5 seconds. So not only Abomination is extremely hard to kill, but also he'll give you 10 seconds of stun. It's huge. Okay? And you will see how to use it in a real fight, like in a game. I will have a couple of use cases for it on the video. Witch Doctor, we need a cycle unit to spawn as many Abominations and Shamans as possible most of the time, and the Witch Doctor is the best and the most useful cycle unit. Well, also we need that cycle unit to be a ranged unit, and I will explain to you why we need a ranged unit when we start playing. Bandits cycle unit, the cheapest cycle unit to get gold, to stand in front of the core, that give us some time to attack things with our siege attack of the core, right? Obviously, Ancient of War. Ancient of War is pretty much is a must-have unit right now. Everybody has it, except I believe Doomhammers. So when you have Ancient of War and the opponent has Ancient of War, it's pretty much like you fight face to face, and I'll show you how to make things work, how to turn the fight against the opponent. And the Shamans, obviously, with the Healing Totem talent. By the way, as you can see, my Sylvanas is level 31, and the most important thing, Shamans are level 31. So Shaman here is the most valuable unit. So if you upgrade this slot with Valor and it will change your Shaman's level, go ahead and do it. Okay? Now let's take a look at some games, and I will show you how to play that deck. So our first game is going to be Sylvanas versus Sylvanas. Very pain in the ass match. Very pain in the ass match. Can you say that? So basically, it's going to be ping pong. You're going to be stealing his Abominations. He's going to be stealing your Abominations. So the match starts. I'm throwing Abomination and the Ancient of War, obviously. So he can't cast spells, can't polymorph us. We take gold with bandits, obviously. Okay, here's what's happening. His Sylvanas is coming here. If my Abomination goes one-on-one with his Sylvanas, He will hook Sylvanas, he will kill Sylvanas, and then the Banshee will take my Abomination. I already know it right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare my Banshee right here. You see this? So as soon as Sylvanas will start attacking the tower or the Abomination, I will use my Banshee on her and I will steal Sylvanas. Okay? Watch. Shoo! I take Sylvanas. However, his Banshee, so I can't see it because of the chat, his Banshee stole my Abomination. So this is how this ping pong bullshit starts, okay? I'm spawning this Sylvanas, hoping to kill this Abomination. Because she's in the melee range and Abomination will not hit her. And yeah. So my Sylvanas get killed and just, okay, forget about it. Okay, now there's two Sylvanases here. This is a very dangerous situation. So what we're going to do is, okay, as you can see, both Sylvanases died and we have Abomination here. So look what I'm doing. I'm using my Abomination. Boom! I stun everybody for 5 seconds and those Banshees get killed by the tower. That's how you do it, okay? So he lost a lot of things here. Now we're going for his tower. We're going to turn it. Yeah, we're going to go straight to his tower. So he spawns Abomination. I'm spawning Banshee behind everybody. I have a lot of ranged units, so his Abomination will hook something. And while he's killing that something, I will take this Abomination with my Banshee. I think so, at least. But he spawns Witch Doctor, and I take Witch Doctor. Yeah. But you understand the idea. The reason why we need Witch Doctor, remember I told you we need a Witch Doctor, and I'm going to tell you what we need Witch Doctor for. Witch Doctor is needed so that you put him in front, like ahead of Banshee, so that Abominations hook him first, and then you have 5 seconds to steal Abomination with your Banshee, because Hook has 5-second cooldown. If you have a lot of Abominations already, then you shouldn't have allowed that to happen. Okay? But when the fight starts, this is how you usually do it. You just waste his hook, and then you use Banshee, and then you take that Abomination. That's the idea. And from this point, it's probably the end. I hope you understand how to make it work. Now. Okay. Okay, so now the Sylvanas, it's the exact same idea. So now she will die. She will stun everybody and she will steal this Abomination. Look how I'm going to counter that. She dies. Boom. And I drop my Abomination here. And that stuns this Banshee. Now somebody will kill it. I hope. Right? That is how you use this stun talent. This is why I think it's much better than Fresh Meat. So, like I said, the main fight is going to be stealing more Abominations than your opponent, and that's how you win this game. Okay, so that is Sylvanas versus Sylvanas. I love it. Other people hate it. I love playing Sylvanas versus Sylvanas. And now let's take a look at how to play versus Malfurion. All right, Malfurion. There is a very simple strategy for Malfurion. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to explain it to you. Okay, the game starts. Here's what you're doing. Your goal when you're playing versus Malfurion to spawn, to use Abominations and Shamans. You don't need Sylvanas herself at all. So what you do is you spawn Abomination, you spawn a Shaman, and then you spawn Ancient of War. And then you keep adding Abominations and Shamans to the Death Ball, to the first Abomination and Shaman. I'll show you. Okay, let's go. So we got Abomination already. We drop Abomination, boom, like this. But then we drop Shaman, pyoink. And then we drop Bandits, just to get the bonus gold, and then we drop Ancient of War. That's it. Now, from this moment, this is how you play versus any Malfurion, okay? Now, you just keep adding Shamans and Abominations into this pile. That's all. Usually, I eyeball that when I have 2 Shamans and 2 Abominations, I add 1 Sylvanas, because he has, as you can see, he has Footman, and Sylvanas destroys Footman, right? That's why I've decided to add 1 Sylvanas. You can do it without her. If he goes like, if he plays with the Harvest Golem, you can, but you don't have to use Sylvanas at all. Okay. Okay. Sylvanas is going. I have 2 Abominations, 2 Shamans, and because he can't use spells on our deck, we will kill him. We will we will hook his from a backline, and then we will kill them. And without his backline, he's like Malfurions cannot do anything. All right, boom. Keep adding abominations and shamans. Have Yeah, okay, my Ancient of War. Here's a dangerous situation. My Ancient of War is very close to my army. So technically, he can use spells if he has gold for it. He can use spells and do some damage to my army, but he doesn't have army anymore. Like otherwise, I would have been in trouble. Obviously, try not to allow this to happen. Try to go that way. I messed up here. Okay. Well, thank God. I got lucky and nothing happened, but it could have happened. Could have ended up really badly. Now we're kind of dominating. Just in case I'm spawning one more Ancient of War. And yeah, keep adding shamans and abominations. And that is how you play versus Malfurion every single time. You add shamans, abominations, and at some point, if you have 2 shamans and 2 abominations, probably you can't lose after that. As you can see, by the way, Blizzard just fixed the bug with seeds. So when you take a tower, it removes seeds from the core and it deals 20% damage to the core, right? But we don't care about it because, as you can see, I'm not even going for towers. I'm just, going straight to his core. But this is Timbermoor Hold map. If you're playing on Hillsbreath Foothills, you do the exact same thing, but you take the lane with his tower, you take his tower, and you do the exact same thing. Okay, that's how it's done. And then that guy got sick of it, and he switched to Doomhammer and beat the fuck out of me. But obviously, you're not gonna see this game because you have to think that I know what I'm doing, right? Yeah. And like I said, it's really hard. It's a pretty much hard counter for Sylvanas Doomhammer. Okay, that is pretty much it. I hope you understand the basics of how these decks work. Padam, padam, padam. And yes, I will see you. I don't know when. I always forget when. That's all.